Bill Zeltman, the real estate guru, wanted to talk to you a little more about content management today. We talk about content management. We've talked about it a lot in these most recent daily dishes. And one of the things I want to talk to you about with content management has to do with people say to me, well, here's the problem. I have my CRM lined up. I have a follow-up plan in place. And that's great for people that I know are potentially looking to buy a house. It's great for people that are potentially looking to sell a house. And I know what to do with them. I know how to stay in touch with them systematically and things like that. What do I do with my mom, my sister, my cousin, my friends that aren't in the market to buy or sell right now? I understand the importance that I need to stay in touch with them and remind them I'm in real estate. I understand that I need to do, I need to talk with them and always be reminding them that if they hear that someone's looking to buy or sell, that they get in touch with me. And this is the key. When you're talking about your sphere of influence, you need to build it bigger and bigger and bigger and do my 3-3 rule, which we've talked about many times. Remember, tell the person your name, tell them you're a realtor, and if they or anyone they know has a real estate need, to get them in touch with you, or for you to get their, give you their name and number, and get them to share it. So, with all that being the case, you've got to remind these people to get this going. So, of course, you're building your database and making it bigger and bigger. But as you're making it bigger and bigger, you need ways to stay in touch systematically and keep these people engaged. To remember that, hey, if I hear somebody looking to buy or sell, I need to get them to my friend Bill. So how do you do that? Well, one way of doing this and staying in touch with people without annoying them. In other words, if you just bought a house in the last, let's say 3-4 years, you don't want to buy or sell right now, you're just not in the market, and I keep sending you listings, I'm going to get annoyed, or I'm just going to delete them because I don't really want to see listings right now. And so my content isn't something that you're interested in. It's not something that you're looking to, you're looking for. A great way to give something to everyone and have value is by having a newsletter. And you say, oh, okay, wow, you're not coming out of left field on this one. This isn't some great, idea that nobody's thought of. Okay, give me a minute. You need to have a newsletter that goes out systematically, whether you want to do it weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You make that decision. But in your newsletter, you get newsletters all the time, right? You get newsletters from other realtors, I'm sure, because you're a realtor yourself, and people will just go on the MLS thing and take your email address and they add you to their drip campaign with newsletters. Most newsletters that go out, they'll show they're just listed, they'll show all their other listings, and they'll have the invitation. If you need anything, blah, 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 call me. I'm the greatest realtor since sliced bread. Okay. What I want you to do is to create a newsletter with quality content in it. We talked about content management, and if you haven't watched that video, it's a couple videos back, just check it out. Quality content management, I want you to add it to your newsletter. So for example, when I do my newsletter, I have my little banner on top, and then I have a little welcome blurb. And if it's a time of year, I'll say, coming up, I'll say, Happy Halloween from your official town guru, blah, 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 blah. Don't let your house be haunted, whatever. Come buy a house that's not haunted, whatever, come up with whatever you want to do in there. And of course, reminding them that if they or someone else has a real estate need, 2 or 3 sentences is all that part is. But instead of next going into just listed or blah, 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 I go into something they're interested in. I usually throw an article about homeowners tips, and then I usually throw a recipe. So now I've got 2 things that the general public should be interested in. Again, not everybody's interested in a recipe, not everybody's interested in a homeowner's tip. But I've got 2 things that many people are interested in. And I'll mix it up. I'll put a lifestyle article one time. I'll mix a whole bunch of things to keep people interested. Then below that, I'll do the traditional just listed. If I want to put a just sold, I'll put a just sold in there. And then go down to the rest of my listings. And anything else I want to add that's of value, and of course links to my website, my mobile app, my contact info, and all those other things. But the point is to get a newsletter together, get it out on a regular basis, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however you feel is best fit for your audience. Get it to everybody that you know, and have something in there of value outside of real estate. You can put a local news, something happened, congratulate somebody for something they did in the community. Somebody just won a community award, or a not-for-profit just moved into a new building. Put the things of that out and make it a part of it, so it makes you a part of the community as well, and brings things of interest to your database, your sphere of influence. This will help you with your content and your content management and your systematic way of staying in touch with every person that you know in your sphere of influence and keeping you top of mind. It's all about anchoring you and keeping you top of mind. When you think of real estate, think of Bill. When you think of real estate, put your name in there, and that is what you want to be doing. I'm Bill Zeltman, the Real Estate Guru, with your Guru Dish. We'll see you next time.